All right, thanks a lot, Ben. Well, the doctor is in. It's our weekly medical segment, and joining us now is Dr. Ira Zunin from the Manukau o Malama Medical Clinic. Good morning, Dr. Zunin, and thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Now, this morning we are talking about diabetes. It's a silent killer, and definitely high rates here in the islands and across the country, right?
Yes, it's very high throughout the country, throughout the Western world. But Hawaii really has its fair share.
And what exactly is diabetes, and why do people get it?
Well, simply stated, diabetes is having high levels of sugar in the blood. Few of us will get it because the cells that make the insulin that keeps the sugar down are damaged. But most of us get it because of lifestyle, because of the amount of sugars we eat, the fructose, the white bread, white rice, white potatoes, how much we weigh, and because we ourselves sometimes are couch potatoes, Maya.
And it is particularly dangerous if you're pregnant and you get diabetes. And what can people do about it?
Well, you're talking about gestational diabetes. There's a lot of folks out there that don't have diabetes, but when they get pregnant, they have it during the pregnancy. It does mean that they may be at risk for having it later in life, but often it'll go away after they give birth. Problem is, if you have gestational diabetes, that baby grows very fast, and that can be a problem. It's best controlled by diet, ideally by diet, by watching those sugars, watching the sweet fruits, the high fructose, the sodas, and that white rice is really one of the culprits.
And once you're diagnosed with diabetes, does that mean you have it for life, and let's say you have to take insulin shots?
Well, if you have the type where the insulin cells are damaged and you need insulin shots, usually that's for life. If you have the type where the cells that listen to the message the insulin gives the body become insensitive, that type we can often cure by reducing weight, watching what we eat, and exercising while taking medicines.
And is that definitely one of the things you should do just to prevent diabetes altogether?
Absolutely. The best way to prevent diabetes is to stay trim, keep exercising, and watch those carbohydrates. That white rice is a big one, and the sodas with that high fructose corn syrup it's huge.
Now, there's a new study today that came out in the newspaper that talks about the benefits of the prostate test being questioned for older men. What are your thoughts on this prostate testing?
Well, that's interesting. There's always been controversy about that test, and what they're saying here is that this test that screens for prostate cancer, when you do it in older men, even if they have prostate cancer, it still is not very likely to be the problem that makes them pass away. So that it may cause a lot of alarm, a lot of concern, but still it may be a heart attack or cancer that becomes the problem in the end. So it may not be the most beneficial thing when men get, say, 75 or older. All
right, well, prostate cancer is something we'll be talking about in the next few weeks. But Dr. Zunin, thank you so much for joining us. And if you have a question for Dr. Ira Zunin, you can write to us at morningmail@kitv.com, or you can log on to our website, kitv.com/thismorning. We'll be right back after the break. You're watching KITV4, your island television news this morning. The time now is 5:50.